Welcome back to another episode in the Rejects Rise franchise. The franchise where we take a bunch of regular season and preseason free agents age 30 or older, build a team out of them and try to show the league that these dudes still have a place in the active league. We got as far as the regular season. We didn't get into the playoffs here. This is the result of the Super Bowl. The Eagles lost against the Bengals, so probably not that much of a shame that we lost against them as well. The second time we won the first round, so that one goes to us. The point is, we're now going to be moving basically straight to preseason. There's not that much that we can do and want to do in the off season anyways. The retirements are always a big part, because these players are not going to be available for us anymore. So Devondre Campbell retires, Devonta David retires, Riley Dixon, Tyler Lockett, Greg Zuerlein, Kyle Benoit. Some names that I would have liked to welcome on the Rejects next season. Brandon Scherf, Graham Glasgow, Tyron Smith. Big names. Trent Williams, Jake Matthews, Kirk Cousins, Kevin Zeitler, David Andrews. Raheem Mostert leaves the Orbits. Gabe Jackson, Jordan Poyer, Bud Dupree, Danico Autry, Cody Whitehair, Greg Van Roten, CJ Uzoma, Thomas Morstead for the Bills, and then a bunch of other players that probably, well, would have been rejects as well in some way, shape or form, but just weren't good enough. Looking at the overalls there, I feel like the team that we had was pretty good, to be really fair with the team and the result. It's the last time we're going to look at the team this way. The next time is going to be a team that will look completely different. But you can see that the regression is hitting extremely hard here. That Aaron Jones is going down from a 78 to a 70. Alvin Kamara, James Conner. Everybody regressing pretty hard. And I think there's not much more to say than to say thank you for the time being, Orbits, and maybe some of you will return to the Rejects again next season. It's time for the free agency recap, and the top players here have been signed by different teams. We, of course, have signed nobody. We're not allowed to do that, and that's basically all I wanted to show you guys. Of course, a lot of the players have been signed by different teams, some of which I would have liked to see on the Rejects. But yeah, as it is, we're going to keep moving past the draft now and straight into preseason. As you know, we're not allowed to draft, and here's living proof that we didn't do that. In no round did we go for anybody. I will show you the first round though, just for those interested, about who went where. Zachariah Branch, first overall pick, Nico Yamaleava, Ruben Bain, Caleb Downs, Cardinal Tate, Spencer Fano, Dante Moore, Jermaine Matthews, TJ Hicks, Kevin Concepcion, what kind of name is that, man? CJ Baxter, Centurion Perkins, and so on and so forth. I'm just going to go down here. You take a look at the players that you would be interested in. Maybe take a peek at the overalls. Some good players joining the league, but not the Rejects. It's the first week of preseason, and this is now the time to pick two very important parts of the next season. First of all, we need a new name, a new identity, because the Orbits are no more. No team is the same. There's nothing tying last season to this season, and that is why we will now be relocating the team. It's as easy as just going down here, click and relocate. We are going to stay in Canton. I like that. I like the ring it has to it. Now we're just gonna stay there. But the question is, what will our name be? What will the identity be? I have picked out a team beforehand, and I hope you'll excuse that. I'm just gonna be clicking through this once. Can take a look at the different teams. I try to have different colors in the different seasons, so you might guess that it's not going to be one of the blue teams. We already had the Thunderbirds. It's not going to be one of these here because we already had those last season. And this season we're going to be the Condors. A beautiful uniform, very stylish with those wings. And yeah, let's just see how that works out. We're going to be picking the Condors. We're going to be picking a stadium here. The basic canopy stadium, futuristic, hybrid, or sphere, or traditional. I think this time around we're going to go with the traditional stadium, because why not? Of course, being one of these closed stadiums is favorable because you have no wind on the field goals, but let's just add a little bit more challenge, because why wouldn't we? Alright, so we now have a new identity. We are the Canton Condors. I love that. But the second thing is, we actually have 0 players on the team. So it's time to dive into the free agents and just start building our team. I haven't checked beforehand, so I'm going to be witnessing this alongside you guys. So we're now going to be going to quarterback selection, and now we're just going to be adding players to the team as they are available. We're going to be starting, yes, we are of course going to be rather, how do I put this? Faced with not having the largest selection, right? So we're going to be adding Geno Smith as the highest ranked quarterback. Joshua Dobbs is in here as well. Let's just quickly see who would be in the age bracket. Derek Carr, Jimmy G still around, but 58 rated. That is just brutal. Derek Carr a little bit too low. Heineke, yeah, just I mean, the 2 highest rated ones are anyways these two. We've got PJ Walker that would be available. We've got Jarrett Stidham. Never used him. Derek Carr would be up for grabs as well. Mitch Trubisky is available. We've got Marcus Mariota who's available. Taylor Heineke still kicking. Mike White. Jimmy G. Who else is there? Carson Wentz, 58. Yikes. Cooper Rush. Jacoby Brissett again is available. Kyle Allen. Further down we've got Nick Mullins. We've got Brett Ripien. Kurt Benkert. Jake Luton. Never heard of these dudes. Chris Streveler, Trace McSorley, Will Greer, Jeff Driscoll, Nate Sudfeld, Tim Boyle, and CJ Beathard. Alright, we're going to go and add Dobbs into the picture here. We're going to see how that plays out. Next up, running backs. Let's see. The first one that we are eligible to pick is Derrick Henry himself. Now that is cool. Alright, King Henry is going to be a running back for the rejects next season. Who else? I think we're going to go with Alvin Kamara again. He's still 72 rated, still feasible, I reckon. I do hope for another drop from the teams that already have running backs. And Aaron Jones, I think he'll just make a return because there's nobody else available that would make sense. He has dropped lower than Kamara, by the way. Fullbacks, let's see. We've got Karib Lasingame, we've got Andrew Beck, we've got Michael Burton, Jason Kabinda, Nick Bawden, and Alex Armand Jr. I'm going to use Karib Lasingame for the moment. Let's just see how that plays out. Now, time to add the wide receivers. Keenan Allen, immediately a good player, big name added to the rejects. Next up, we're going to use Mike Evans, another big name here. Alright, starting to come together here. Who else is available? Tyler Boyd again. Alright, we're going to add Tyler Boyd. He will return as a reject, but not as an orbit, but as a condor. Zay Jones. Now we're starting to move into the mid-70s rating. And even below that. So that is going to be interesting. Cooper Kupp, yay, here we go. Now that's fun. Alright, Cooper Kupp, also a reject. Oh, that's harsh. That is pretty harsh, to be fair. Alright, who else is down here? We've got Russell Gage Jr. We've got Odell Beckham Jr. We've got Hunter Renfrow and the Brandon Cooks again. I'm going to go with Odell Beckham Jr. Looking to build not just going by name here, but by type as well. Not sure if Russell Gage will really help us that much. Hunter Renfro, 5'10". I am tempted to go for Brandon Cooks, who was really good last time around. I think he still has a lot of qualities. But yeah, all right, wide receivers. Oh my lord. All right, can we just? I love this. Travis Kelce. A started trade player. Now that's great. I mean, it's going to be one season and that's going to be it. I'm a little bit unhappy that we can't complement him with a better quarterback. But yeah, we're going to see who else is going to be around. Will Disley, I can see Tyler Higbee. I can see Jonnu Smith. Who else is this? Austin Hooper is available again. Durham Smythe. Yeah, no. All right, so in terms of depth, I'm going to add Disley. That is... he looks nothing like Disley, but all right. And I'm also going to be adding Tyler Higbee. I'm going to be adding a little bit more player material. We can always cut back later on. David Bakhtiari, Jesus. All right. We're getting very good players at the moment. Way better players than I was hoping for. Woof. All right, I like this. So far, it's been fun. The quarterback question mark, but apart from that, I like it. Next up, left guard. Jermaine Eluemunor, highest rated eligible player. Let's add him to the team. Who else do we have? Donovan Smith, again, I'll take him in a heartbeat. He was fantastic. He was really good. All right, next up, center. Gonna go with Mitch Morse, who is available. This is very good, an experienced veteran. Sam Mustipher, Nick Gates, Connor McGovern, Bradley Boseman. Quite a few here. I mean, between Mustipher, Gates, McGovern, Boseman, who has the highest strength out of you guys? It's Robert Hainsey, who's 28. So it's going to be Connor McGovern. No, it's actually Bradley Boseman. We're going to go with Boseman. Let's bring in Boseman. 31 years. That looks nice. Right guard, Trey Turner. Boom, you're in, my man. Get ready to take over that right guard. Lincoln Tomlinson, another good name addition. Hopefully also a solid player on that offensive line. Right tackle, Havenstein and Caleb McGarry and Mike McLean. All right. That's cool. We are going to be able to shuffle a little bit. But Havenstein is huge, man. Caleb McGarry is also huge. And Mike McGlinchey is equally impressive. I'm very, very excited about this, to be fair. We're bringing in such good players. Wow. Still a few good names in here. Now, defense. Let's build the defense. We're going to add Leonard Floyd. He was a backup player last season, but I think he can be a starter. We're going to add Zach Sealer. I am seeing Sam Hubbard. I'm seeing Sebastian Joseph Day, Samson Ebickham. Interesting players here. Cameron Jordan. All right. So we're going to add Zach Sealer. We're going to add more players. Now that we're going to keep, of course. But we can do that. I think we have the cap space as well. There we go. Gonna add Cam Jordan. I think he's a fantastic player. And if we can utilize him one way or another, then so be it. Alright, feel good about this. Now, D-tackles. Michael Pierce. Hell yeah. That's a great D-tackle to have. Who's next? Javon Hargrave. Alright, gonna take this one as well. Another fantastic D-tackle. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Now, let's contain our excitement. Lorenzo Fedicasi and Derek Natty. I like that. Gonna take both of them. This is gonna be adding a lot of punch to our defensive tackle position. Very good looking. Nice. Next up, right edge. Grady Jarrett. Awesome. The Falcons legend joining the Condors here. Dietrich Wise, gonna bring him in again. Rick Armstead is available as well. Ooh. Ooh, mama. I like that. Next up, we're gonna go with the Rick Armstead. This is definitely, might even be better than last season. All right, Matt Judon as my starting left outside linebacker. That is awesome news. We're also going to be bringing Jadeveon Clowney, another crazy good linebacker, an absolute legend. Mid linebacker, Shaq Thompson. There we go. No questions. I'm very happy. Again, bringing in a big name player. Right, who else is there? Let's just quickly look. Caden Ellis, Elandon Roberts, Anthony Walker Jr., Miles Jack, Josie Jewell, Bobby Wagner is still injured and 70 rated. Man, that is so brutal. That is so brutal. We're going to use Caden Ellis. Here we go. Caden Ellis, you are a part of the Condors now. Elandon Roberts, here we go. Next up, right outside linebacker, Khalil Mack and Sione Taki. Are you kidding? That is, Jesus Christ. That's an awesome roster so far. I mean, I'm a bit blown away by the players that are available already. Usually I do the second pass at the beginning of regular season, but these dudes are great. And some good players down here as well. Now let's fill up the corners. I'm using Darius Williams as CB1, of course. Highest rated corner available. Next up, Jonathan Jones. Another veteran player that's very good, very experienced. This is pretty cool. Next up, Desmond King the second. Kaboom. Nice. Who else is there? Xavier Howard. Alright, things are just getting better and better. I'm not just going by name and overall. These are players that have really good skills hidden. This is Mike Hilton. I like that as well. And I think Dante Jackson is going to be the last one we add to the cornerback room for the moment. There's bound to be some cutting here and there. But all of these dudes can really backfill quite well. Free safety. All right, that was easy. Marcus Epps is going to be the first one to join. And then I'm going to be adding Kevin Byard as free safety number 2. Rodney Thomas, Rudy Ford, Juan Thornhill. Good names. Next up, strong safeties. Von Bell, or let's bring in Von Bell again. I have no issues with that. He was very good last time. He's gone down a little bit. I would have liked a little bit of a rejuvenation there. Let's go with Chuck Clark. Jimmy Ward. Yeah, let's use Chuck Clark. I like having those a little bit tougher strong safeties. That's just really good. Owens, Sharon Kears, Finley. And kicker, Brandon Aubrey. 84 rated. Daniel Carlson, Will Lutz, Boswell. Who did we have before? Because the dude that we had was really good as well, but don't know, I think he retired though. We're gonna go with Brandon Aubrey. I don't understand why he's sitting here. Nobody wants him. Star Dev kicker. I'm gonna take it. And now a punter. I like that. Bradley Pinion. Again, why not? Nice hair, my man. And with that, I think I'm through. I think we have built the first draft of this team. I will now be moving ahead to week 1, and there we're going to be adding the finishing touches, and then we're going to be cutting the team, of course, in by week of preseason. I might do that without you guys, and then going to see you again in week 1. All right, it is week 1, and usually you wouldn't see this screen until after the game, but that's okay, because now we're going to be looking at free agents again. Usually players get released around this time of the season because they were on teams, and now at the beginning of the season teams usually let him go. There are 1 or 2 names that do pop up here. I'm going to be adding Joe Mixon to our running back core now. We will have to cut back again here and there. I'm just really looking for those top players that might be really important or interesting for us. I'm going to add Kendrick Bourne to the receiving core as well. We're going to see how that plays out, who might drop down in the pecking order. There's no new tight ends. There's no new left tackles, no new left guards, no centers apart from the ones that we know. Nobody new here. What about defense? Sam Hubbard, Sebastian Joseph there. Nope, we already cut some of these again. Poona Ford. What about this? Marcus Davenport. Would have liked to bring him in. He's not yet in our eligible group. What's this? Left outside linebackers. We don't need that. Kaiser White, mid linebacker, 75 rate. I'm going to add him because I don't know if he would actually complement that group. We're going to be finalizing the team together then. I want you to just be a part of every step here. Now we've got the right outside linebackers, no new additions. Cornerback, no new additions. We've got the free safety, nobody new. At strong safety, new kickers. Young-Ho Koo is in. That's interesting. But we have Brandon Aubrey. I don't really think we need a better kicker in air quotes. And Brian Anger is available again. I will be comparing the two. I'm not sure who is better. To be fair, we had Brian Anger last season. Alright, now we need to cut back by 4 players. I'm going to be going through the roster with you guys now, and that's going to be wrapping up the episode. So who's on the team? I've got 2 quarterbacks, Joshua Dobbs, Geno Smith. This can work out well or be an absolute disaster. I can't tell you which it's going to be. Joe Mixon is a huge buff. I completely underestimated that. Wow. Now that is awesome. Alright. Tell you what, I will with a heavy heart cut Aaron Jones. I just think he has regressed to a certain point where we can always bring him back, but he was fantastic last season. I don't think he would be again this season. Kari Blasingame is our fullback. We've got these wide receivers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because we added Kendrick Bourne. He slots in here. And now it's decision time. Odell Beckham, Cooper Kupp, Zay Jones, Tyler Boyd, Mike Evans. Looking at the player type, all right? I actually think I want to keep Odell Beckham Jr. Cooper Kupp I want to keep. Zay Jones, they're just taller. Tyler Boyd. Beckham is actually the smallest of these. I'm leaning towards letting Zay Jones go at the moment. But he has the highest strength, so that is pretty good. He did have a few drops though last season, fumbles. That was always him. That was pretty weird, to be fair. What else is there? Awareness is pretty good. What is this? Agility. Tyler Boyd actually has the lowest agility there. Well, alright, let's just continue going here. This is, I don't really want to make up my mind yet. Now we've got 2 great left tackles, we've got good left guards, we've got solid centers, solid right guards, we've got 3 right tackles. Now to be fair, I don't think we really need McGlinchey, but I know we're going to be in trouble as soon as the season starts. We're going to have injuries. Rick Armstead, I want to keep him around on defense as well. I think we could let Derek Natty go because we can have Rick Armstead fill in at D-tackle. I know he can play that position. Strength-wise, skill-wise, I think we can let Derek Natty walk. 74, and that's not too bad. Left outside linebackers, I like this look here. Mid linebackers, all right, that's a lot now. Shaq Thompson, Caden Ellis, Elano Roberts, and Kaiser White. Right, I added White because I wasn't sure about this here, but actually I'm going to be cutting Kaiser White. Don't think that I want him on the team right now. Right outside linebackers, we've got Khalil Mack, Sione Taki. Love that. At corner, we've got Darius Williams, Jonathan Jones, Desmond King, Xavier Howard, Dante Jackson. I think 5 corners is just a good number. Marcus Epps. We've got Von Bell. We've got Brandon Aubrey here. I don't think anybody was better than him. Let's compare these two. Yeah, Bradley Pinion is the better of the two. Higher kick power and higher kick accuracy as well. So Brian Anger, we're going to have to let you go. Quick check. Did we cut all the players we need to cut, or do we need to let go of one more? No, that's it. All right, this is great. Time for the depth chart. We are going to be sorting the team now. Auto reorder. What am I saying? Jesus Christ. Geno Smith is going to be the starter. Joe Mixon, then Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, Kari Blasingame. All right. Fullback is Blasingame. We've got Disley in here, which is surprising. I don't really think I want to see him there. But all right. Let's just leave him there for the time being. Wide receivers, we're going to go with Keenan Allen, Kendrick Bourne, Mike Evans, Tyler Boyd, Zay Jones, Cooper Kupp, and then we still have Odell Beckham Jr. kind of waiting in the shadows. I love the tight end room this time around. Travis Kelce, Josh Reynolds, Will Disley. Is that fantastic, or is that fantastic? Caleb McGarry is a better tight end than Travis Kelce. What the fuck, man? All right, left tackles. David Bakhtiari behind him, Charles Leno. David Bakhtiari is going to be injured so much. I can see it coming already. He was with the Rejects already in the first season, and he was injured all the time. Jermaine Eluemunor and Donovan Smith, that's good. Mitch Morse ahead of Bradley Boseman, works for me. Trey Turner, Tomlinson, great stuff. Havenstein, McGlinchey. And on defense, on left edge, we're going to be putting Leonard Floyd, Zach Sealer. I want to have the nominal position players. Why would I start switching stuff? That makes no sense. We're going to need the backups. We're going to need the backups for sure. On D-tackle, Pierce, Hargrave, Fatukasi, and Armstead. And Sealer, that's all right. Left outside linebackers, Juden and Clowney. Mid linebackers. Is that actually everybody the same overall? That's funny. All right, right outside linebackers. I love that we've got Khalil Mack. That is a huge boost. Epps, Von Bell, Aubrey, and Pinion. Now we're going to be looking at the third down running back. We've got Joe Mixon here, Kamara, and Henry. Probably we should be using somebody else, because if we use Mixon for everything, that's going to be draining his health very quickly. So I think if we distribute the duties between them like this, it'll be just fine. I'm not going to be using my top receivers here. Tell you what, I'm going to be using Kupp as my slot receiver. I'm going to be adding Zay Jones, Tyler Boyd, and Odell Beckham Jr. into the mix here. Why? Because I need to have some variation going on here to save up on health issues. All right, we're done. I'm going to be distributing the managed staff points myself, and I'm going to be seeing you next episode as we kick off the season against the Titans in the Bird's Nest. First game for the Canton Condors. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you think about my choices. Let me know what you think about the players I picked. Let me know what you think about the jerseys and the colors for the Condors. Would you have liked a different team? And so on and so forth. Anyhow, I would appreciate a like. I would appreciate you subscribing to the channel. And as always, I'm going to say thank you so much for joining me. Thanks so much for being here, making me feel special. Stay awesome, everybody, and see you next time.